this is Warman here, and we are back with Soul Mask. How's everyone doing today? Okay, so right now I'm getting everything set up, get the posts out. So we're gonna get some NPCs today. I want to go up with Lucky and go get some more to go look around, see what we can find up into the desert. You know, maybe get an ostrich egg. Maybe even a llama. But I think I also might want to I think I might actually want to see what we can get NPC wise. Or even we might get a monkey today. I mean, who knows? Who knows what the day will bring? There we go. Yep. Mustang, what's happening, buddy?
Not much. What about you?
Just streaming, you know, having fun.
Oh, lovely.
Did you get the game?
Right now. Oh, itchy butt.
Let's see. I'm trying to find an NPC that's really good at mining. I haven't been lucky so far, but
If I remember rightly, didn't you say you had Star Citizen as well?
Star Citizen? No. Have that.
Oh, you don't have that.
Mm-mm.
Ah, that's too bad. It is a fun game.
I don't know if I want to support a game that's just never coming out.
It's not that think about it. The biggest issue with Star Citizen, it's using technology and such that doesn't really exist in any other game.
But it's still not done. So they could pull the plug on it any minute and you're shit out of luck.
Except from, do you forget how many, say, you do realize the game you're playing right now, you say you wanted to buy it even when it was in alpha and beta. At any time, they can also pull the plug on that game.
Oh yeah, they could still pull the plug on the game right now and then you're shit out of luck.
Exactly.
But
it
can happen really with any game, but the main thing is I know what I'm like, you know, I know what I'm getting with this. And that game has been out for how long?
Let me look.
Almost 20 years? 15, 20 years? Somewhere around there? And it's still not out? Yeah, to me that's yeah, I'm not taking a chance on that. I'd rather take a chance on some of these early access games than that. I missed the climb up. want to see if you can capture a plunderer.
Star Citizen Alpha went live on the 10th of May 2024.
Oh, I'm talking. Yeah, that's the alpha, but I'm talking about how long has it been in the making so far?
Well, that's the thing.
That's been playable.
Yeah. Here's the question. So, what's GTA's excuse? So you think about it, GTA 6, which is currently in a playable state, has been in the making since 2013. Well over 10 years. Then another game, Mountain Blade Bannerlord, was in the working, in a playable state for almost 15 years. So, and Exiles,
But what I'm saying is, like, they've been taking money for so long, all right, on just shit, and people got. I mean, there's a lot of people that like the game, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that paid for that game and has been waiting for things for a while.
The biggest issue people have is now, if you look at, well, I play this game on a daily basis. If you look at it from my perspective, the ships that are in this game, the planets that are in this game, and the space stations are more advanced technology than any game I've ever seen. Think about it. Massive, it's a giant MMO where you can go anywhere within a star system, land and drive on any planet with 100 other people inside the server, plus AI ships all around. Imagine the amount of technology and funding and such to make a game like that.
Empyrean did the same thing.
Except one thing is, Empyrean was a big flop because they didn't do it right. This game has been working for so long that it still has a massive following to this day. You think about it, this game is still so popular as Citizen in real life. Full on that happen in real life, the devs, everything. Which they're still working on that. It's like the ship that they're working on releasing next is called a Kraken. It's Kraken-like carrier. Which is, they put shit tons of work into it. And to give you a clue on how big this ship is and how long it takes to make these things.
Yeah, but can you custom make your own ships?
So when you say in this, you don't custom make your own ships. They create ships, but you can change out the weaponry, you can change out the components, upgrade them to the way you like them.
But if you want better ships, you have to buy them.
You can go in game and you don't have to buy everything with real money. You can buy the ships in game.
Yeah, but I heard if you wanted to, like, for example, if I wanted to get a better fighter or turn it into something else, you have to pay in-game real money to get better ships.
Nope. So in this, you earn money. You can do it through bounty hunting, deliveries, mining, trading cargo, all different stuff. And it turns into UEC. That's the in-game currency to AUC. And you use that in-game currency that you make without spending any IRL cash to buy ships. If you don't want to spend the actual IRL cash. It's like they've got everything from like ground combat vehicles to fighters, cargo ships to capital ships to land ships, boarding ships, to corvettes. Currently, I'm using a Gladiator, which is a bomber that has 8 missiles and 4 torpedoes, plus has a turret that I can have zoners in. And that costs me to buy, which cost me price of it. I'll put the list up here. It cost me $4,300,000 in game to buy. Which you have the option, if you wanted to, let's say you got a shit ton of money, you can just straight up buy those shares with real money and you just have them constantly. That is true. You can do that. But it's not the
So realistically, you can be pay to win.
yes and no. It's
If I can buy a better ship with real money to defeat somebody else, it's pay to win. There's no way around that.
it is so yeah, technically yes. Or you could just spend some time in game and then get the exact ship.
So yeah, I mean, I like the ideas behind it, and I was interested at one point, but
it is one of those things. It's when you have a game that's in development for so long and requires so much money to develop, create new ships and such, they can't make enough money to fund the entire game just of people buying the game.
that's not true.
Possible.
That's not true at all. Look at Manor Lords.
I'm saying.
Manor Lords, yeah, the guy spent his own money. He took it. He was the only one, and he subcontracted certain things out. Spent his own money, okay, to make his game, and it's one of the most successful games.
Here's a question for you. Did Manor Lords cost roughly so far a couple £billion in development costs?
No, he didn't spend that much. He spent
How much?
no. See, that's the thing. He used all his own funds. He didn't use public funds. No Kickstarter. None of that shit. He did it all on his time when he could. Okay.
Indeed.
And built the game. So it didn't take millions of dollars. Doesn't take millions of dollars to make a game. It takes hard work. But people don't want to work hard anymore. They want to get given all this money. There's a difference. And look at Manor Lords. Manor Lords has probably made so much money cost through effect.
Unfortunately, he didn't make as much money as people think.
He still made a profit. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He made a great profit compared to what he spent to make the game. If you were to look at the cost effectiveness, he made a profit. That's all that matters. Doesn't mean he has to be a billionaire.
Oh, no.
All right. He made enough if he wants to develop his own studio.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Because he used another company's engine.
He has to pay royalty rights to that, and then he has to pay a cut to Steam. He has to pay a cut to all the other publishers and all that stuff. I know how it all works.
So he didn't pay a lot of people that estimates the market, or might have been true from what they currently what they made. From what he received was significantly lower.
But it's still significantly more than what he had.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he spent X amount of dollars. He recovered all the cost of everything he put in, plus more. That's a profit. So regardless, he made a profit, and he'll still continue to make a profit from this point forward. That's it.
I wonder with the game of Star Citizen, how long it would take a solo developer to get to the point that the game is now.
But see, that's the thing. Like I said, city builders are one thing, and you're talking about like big projects like that. Yeah, of course, it's going to take more and more money and stuff like that. And like I said, I have no problem supporting a developer, but when you keep a game into that kind of into that state for that long, I don't trust it anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Like we've got so the next shift. They putting out updates. I think our last update was actually on the 10th of May. I believe it was, or before that. I can't remember exactly. So technically, it is in an experimental stage because once again, like I said, when you're using experimental technology to create a game like this, you can if you fully release a game like this that is using experimental technology that is not fully developed and finished, and sell it as a fully fleshed and claiming to be complete product. Because when you release it out of early access, you are safe as a world. This game is now stable. It is no longer experimental.
Yes, that's the.
This game is still using experimental technology.
Yep.
That is the issue. So if they release it, technically that would be fraud because the game is not in a perfect state. It is still buggy. It is still in an experimental state.
Exactly. I understand all that, but see,
So legally, they can't release it out of alpha because it would be classed as fraud.
yes, but there's a difference between someone doing early access for, maybe a year or two, or 3, we'll say. I mean, what is it? The average early access game is like 3 to 4 years, right? Now, you have the early access that you got them in early access, right? So you know that you're going to have to wait until the game is fully, polished out and everything like that. But there's a huge difference between being in early access to early access to what they are in. Like, they're now just getting to an alpha phase.
They've been in an alpha phase.
I mean an official alpha phase where it's considered released to early access. You know what I mean?
They're hoping to have this out of alpha soon. Because what we will be having stuff like buildable bases on planets. So you could land on a planet and build your own home base, hangars, everything. That's the shit they want to get into. So imagine how much money and time that's going to take to make that type of stuff. Because
yeah, it's going to take time.
A lot of games that make this type of content, yes, games like Imperialism, but they've never done it on such a high res or this large of scale. You had games like Dual Universe, but it was very retro, very very low quality, so they could have slam as many people in to one server as possible. That's kind of how that was done. At that time, that was seen as revolutionary. But now things are changing because you have this game which is using the pinnacle of technology when it comes to space building, of say creating it, is the issue. So it's a lot. A lot of people said this game was a huge scam. It's like, well, if it's a huge scam, then this will be the longest running scam in history. Say in game history, since it's been in constant development, pumping constant money into it, and getting consistent updates and new releases.
Well, like I said, when that game actually officially comes out, yeah, I'll buy it. I mean, but at the same time, the one thing that does bother me is, for example, say you've been playing that game, right, for all this time, right? And I come in and I just spend, we'll say, what, $200 on like an elite class package, and then I come in and kick your ass. You're telling me that wouldn't bother you just a little bit?
Nope. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's simple. If someone spent the $200 to get that high package, because apparently to try and go and just fucking kill people, it's like, well, apparently they don't have enough skill to make it in game. That's their own prerogative.
Doesn't matter. They still beat you. A loss is a loss regardless.
Oh yeah, now you think about it. My ship. So let's say I was just flying around in my ship. You suddenly come out and I want to blow me up. I'll go, oh well, don't give a shit. Go back to spaceport and I could get my ship back for free. I've lost nothing. I have not lost any money. Because I can just play my ship for free, wait for the timer to end, or I can pay a little bit extra and then expedite I can pay some credits to lower the timer. So technically, I don't really lose anything. So unless maybe, except for maybe the gear I was wearing, which maybe cost a couple thousand credits.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you know, I'm gonna wait until I mean I'm gonna get it, but once it gets out of that like alpha stage and actually into a real early access or maybe something else.
And I've been playing this game for over a year.
Oh, you just made me
reminded me. Yeah, I've been playing this game for over a year. Do you know how many people I have met that have come up to me, randomly kill me with a shit they bought?
Probably a lot.
Once in a year. One time.
Well, then I'm going to have to do it and just kill you and be like,
yeah.
Get on, son!
You get attacked by AI. I've been attacked by AI pirates constantly. I just use my gladiator and shoot fucking torpedoes at the fucker. It's like, eat this, bitch! But yeah, as I've only been attacked by one actual player for the year I've been playing in a server with 99 other people, and I've been attacked once. The biggest thing is as well, if you want to be in a game and no one will fuck with you, play with multiple people.
Yeah.
If someone sees if you're in a convoy or you're in an organization, people aren't gonna fuck with you. Simple. Safety in numbers. There's a place called Jump Town where you can make millions, and I mean millions and millions of credits, but you need to hold it. You have so you make drugs on there. You make illegal substances, and you sell them on the black market, and you can make so much money. But they added it so if people want PvP and want to fight and want to do the illegal stuff, they can. Right there, go kill it. I say go make your money. But if you don't, there's mining, there's salvaging, there's trading, or you can just do bounties and go kill AI. So for a game that's in alpha, it has a lot in it. You've just got to look. It's like currently I've got 19 salvage missions I could do, 2 delivery missions, 2 priority missions, a racing mission, and 2 mercenary missions, and I'm just on a station. So depending on where you go will depend on missions, the market. It has its own in-game economy. So depending on what planet you go to at the 4 main planets, if you want to sell like salvage or refined materials, each planet has its own market, and it is affected by the player base. So the market can be inflated, or it can level out, or certain products can be in way higher demand because it's a player-driven economy.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like Eve.
Yeah, a lot like that. That's one of the things I like. That is, the economy is driven by people, by players, not just by the game just going, oh well, this there. Technically the slots do reset every once in a while to give it a little bit of balance, because obviously orders come in from AI wanting items. So technically, AI is buying products from the stock market, which evens it out naturally.
Yeah.
But obviously, players can go and buy those as well, and then go to another location and sell them, where they're in higher demand. Currently, it's like I have a whole C, which is like a massive freighter, the biggest freighter in the game, holds the most amount. I essentially do space trucking with it. I make like 270,000 credits profit on each trip. It takes a bit because it's a big ship. It's heavy, so it takes a bit to get from place to place. But I make money with it. So it's one of those things. I know a lot of people prefer to wait until a game is done. Yes, that's fine. People can do whatever they wish. But if everyone waited for this game to come out before buying it, it wouldn't have got to this stage because they wouldn't have had the funding in the first place to carry on.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because it's like the new ship they've got coming out now. Do you know how big it is?
Big.
Its length is 270 meters. So you guys go by foot. So let me go 270 meters in foot. $885 long is how big the ship is, and that's in game. Imagine something that fucking big. An 800-foot light carrier, armed to the fucking teeth. That is literally the next thing they're adding. Imagine that thing flying around. The resources and technology that takes to have that in a server and running. Kind of ludicrous, don't you think?
Yeah. Question: did you get this game?
No, because I haven't been paid yet.
Oh, that sucks.
I got 3 days till I get paid, and then I'll know if I can or not.
Well, hopefully you can.
Because currently I'm in a payment plan for a part I have to get from the PC.
Oh, you gotta get a new one? Or a new what part?
I had to buy a new SSD.
Oh, okay.
So I had to buy like a terabyte SSD because the SSD I had was like 200 gigabytes.
Damn.
Was nowhere near enough. So I had to get a new SSD, and I'm currently paying that off. So, it all depends on how much I get this month. I'll know if I can afford the game or not. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting with the way that this game is going to go. Because the one thing I want to do is I want to try and put like a large group together on this game.
What game?
It's very different on Star Citizen.
Oh, okay.
Which is difficult to do. Can you guess why?
Why?
So we have a term in this game that we use for certain people. We call them rats. Can you guess what they do?
Squeal?
No, they will hide in hangars or on certain planets in areas you can't see them. And when you open your ship, such as a ramp to get inside large ships, they will run in whilst you're not paying attention. They will hide on your ship, and they will wait until you get into space, where weapons are no longer prohibited. And they will kill the pilot, steal the ship, and then either salvage that ship or go sell all their cargo.
Now, if, for example, someone does that, how do you get your ship back?
If they've taken the cargo and the ship, it's say the cargo's gone, but they've taken the cargo. If they take your ship and it gets destroyed, then you can reclaim them. But if they take the ship to Grim Hex, which is a pirate outpost, they technically can hardwire the ship to make it theirs until it's destroyed.
But then how long would you have to wait to get a ship?
So let's say they took it to Grim Hex, and they took ownership. They technically took temporary ownership to destroy. I would have to wait until that ship has been destroyed till I can get it back.
So that could take hours, I'm guessing.
It can take hours. It can take days.
So you wouldn't be able to play for hours or days because of that.
And this is just one of the things with piracy. It's an in-game mechanic. That's why you have to be careful. Why do you think a lot of people don't trust each other? Because piracy is a big thing. your ship can be stolen. It can be stripped for parts. Your cargo can be stolen.
I mean, come on, that's kind of stupid though. If I can't play because
Well, that's the thing.
Because of that.
Once your ship's taken, it should say unknown once it's gone, and you should be able to claim it. So you will get a replacement. At least you should say you should do. Once it's no longer on a station or wherever. Let's say it's up there, they leave it on a planet. You can claim, you can use control to get that ship back. I've had things stolen before, and I've been able to get them back. But that's the thing. That's why I have multiple ships, just in case someone does try and steal my ship.
Can you get capital ships?
Depends on what you consider a capital ship.
Like, for example, if I have smaller ships and I want to park it onto a capital ship, like
A carrier.
a carrier, or even like a destroyer.
So the first quote-unquote actual carrier that will be releasing is Cracker, which is going to be coming out very soon. That will be the first proper carrier. But there is one ship. It's called the Caterpillar. It has 5 cargo bays. Those cargo bays are big enough to hold Fury fighters, which have guns and missiles on them. So it can be used as a carrier. It's a kind of multi-purpose ship. As long as the ship is small enough, it can fit in those bays, such as a Fury. So a Caterpillar can be technically used as a carrier. It has been done many times. So the Kraken will be the first quote-unquote official carrier coming out, which will have, I believe, 4 hangar pads, say 4 pads to land on for fighters, and then I believe a couple pads for medium-sized ships, such as gunships. We got the first look at the vehicle at Drake Con. Let's quickly see specifications and the crew. It can say the maximum amount of people that can be on the ship to run it is 10 people.
Doesn't seem bad.
So the only reason why it says maximum 10 is because pilot, co-pilot, and then 8 gunners. There's 8 turrets on that thing. So it can protect itself, so the maximum crew to run the vessel itself, as in full capacity and flying and defense, is 10. If you include the fighters, it'll be more. If you want a full complement of fighters, it would be depending on the fighter. Some fighters have 1 to 2 people in each ship, so it can be anywhere from maximum amount of people on there, roughly about 18 people on the vessel to run it at full capacity with full wing of fighters and ships.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
But I mean,
People have already.
is there anything like a big battleship or cruiser?
Let me quickly check. I know there's a lot in the works right now. There's I would have to quickly check. There'd be over 90-meter class. So we've got a Polaris Corvette that will be coming out soon, which is like a Corvette type of missile boat. Then you have the Javelin Destroyer, which has the amount of people that can be on this ship is ludicrous. Can you guess what max?
So if I was to get a carrier, and then we're in the same crew, you basically could like position yourself on my ship.
So what you do is when you go into it, if you want people to be able to access your ship, land on your ship, be able to get into the storage, the guns, everything, you would go to comms and you would invite them to your party. So they'll be in your HUD. You can chat directly with them in private chat, text or voice. And once you're invited to that, it gives you full access to the ship. Only people inside your party can actually get into the ship from the outside. Those are the only people that can actually access the ramp controls, the elevator controls to actually get in the ship. So as long as they're in your party, they can do whatever's necessary. But you was asking about the captain ship, correct?
Yeah, so if I'm a captain, basically, but is there like clans or like?
Yes, they're called organizations.
Okay.
So you can create an organization, or you can join an organization, and you build up your members from there. When you're in the same org, it does show your affiliation on on the website and such. But it's an easy way to keep track of who's who, all that bollocks, you know. But yeah, there's some huge orgs out there, and I mean some massive organizations. So if I go to organizations, don't let me have a look. So there is one organization in here that has 10,000 members. Another one that has 22,000 members. Another one that has 3,000 members. Another one with 3,000. So there are humongous organizations.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, it's when you're in an org, it makes it easier as well, because let's say you join someone's organization, you can see their name. So their name on the organization list is the same in game. So you could just go and add them, which makes it easier. You can just go in game, type in their name, add it. It's the same name as used in the organization list. So it makes it easier to keep track of who's who, and also helps you try and add people who are in the same org as you. But there is I think someone who I ran into that I got help from. He's an organization with 90 people, I believe, and 12 of them had bought the Kraken, the light carrier. That is the reason 12 of them pre-ordered that ship.
And that's the big ship you were talking about.
That's the first light carrier we would get. It's about 800 feet long. That can hold a complement of fighters plus gunships.
Okay.
One of the biggest ships we have in game now that is a combat vessel is the Javelin. Its minimum crew required is 12. Its maximum crew is 65. And it's a capital class ship.
Not bad.
It has, so we've got hard points. It has 9, 16, 23 turrets. It has 23 turrets on the vessel, and has that's twos. So 3 per rack, so 9 missiles there. And has about 18 missiles that can be used. Sorry, correction. Sorry.
How hard would it be to destroy that ship?
Very hard. Since it's what I'm trying to find it. So it's got size C it's got size C shield generator. Specifications. I'm not sure there's hit points, but I know these things are fucking hard to kill directly. There is a capital ship, so you can imagine how much firepower would need to be used against it. And it doesn't help that the ship weighs 11 million kilograms.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of weight to be thrown around. Plus, it is. You'll find this really fucking stupid. It's 1,500 foot long.
That's big.
Mm-hmm. But this is a ship that's in concept, so it's not released in yet. Actually, no. Yeah, it's currently being built and tested for implementation. So it's currently in testing phase. So imagine that a 1,500 foot ship in game. That thing's gonna be a monster. Then we're gonna have another light carrier coming in soon called the Liberator. It's so it's specifically made to be used either as like a mining base vessel, so miners can dock with it and drop off cargo, say you can have miners land on it or drop a cargo inside. It also has 2 landing pads on top, so it's a light carrier. It can have 2 small ships docked on top. It also has interior cargo bay, so you can store cargo inside. But also has a vehicle bay, so you can store ground vehicles inside, such as tanks. Tanks. There are tanks in this game. There's tanks, there's anti-air vehicles, everything. There's even hovercycles with a fucking Gatling gun on the top.
That's actually pretty cool.
It is. There's a motorcycle. Has wheels that has fucking gun. I think it's like 2 cannons on the front. That's currently in the process of being worked on. Trying to find what it is. It's a combat, and it's a small ship. And just to let you know those worried about people doing pay to win. For these big ships, the price of these ships to buy are ludicrous if you want to buy with real money.
So if I wanted to pre-order the carrier,
The light carrier.
yeah, how much would it be?
Give me a second. Right.
In US.
Meters. In US. Not sure I'm gonna set combat. That's why it's not coming up. Because this is a multi-carrier's multi-role, so it doesn't come under one. Kraken. be the one that's coming. Next would be and the page is being dumb. No proper decent shape. There we go. So to pre-order the Kraken, that's interesting. The price for this is no longer on here. I thought the price was on here before. I don't know. I think they might have taken the price of this. Let's look at it. So apparently this specific ship is not purchasable with cash yet. Will be the next ship coming out. Let me do this. So if I go to here, standalone ships. And I guess I'll have to go this. I don't. So that's not right. There was one chat I think that'll probably interest you in some way, shape, or form.
Say that again?
It's called. I think there's one that interests you in one shape, in a shape or form. It's called the Ironclad. Here. Let's load this up for I need to change section. Now we got Ironclad. So you've got the Ironclad, which you've got an Ironclad armored freight, or you've got Ironclad assault combined arms platform. So in the combined arms platform, which one? I'm pretty sure one of them you can have a ship lying inside. It looks like it opens up the top. Sure. I'm gonna have to go on the hollow. Overview. But yeah, this ship, from what I've been told, will be the actual cargo bay from the top will be able to open, and a ship will actually be able to land inside. What will be possible, or essentially be able to hold 4 tanks in its cargo bay.
Oh, it's not too bad.
So when I look at the picture, it can hold 4 Nova tanks. So let me see, how big are the Nova tanks again? I forget. So max is 4 Nova tanks, so Nova combat tank, max crew of 3 people. So 16 meters, so 16 meters times 4. So it has 200 feet worth of storage for vessels.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. So, because each Nova tank is, say, within, Beam would be wet. So no, it has 200 foot in length, and $80 in width.
What kind of weapons?
On the tank or on the ship?
On the ship.
So, which one does you want to know the space of the, say, the armored freight or the combined assault platform? The armored platform.
I don't know, the one that if someone comes after me, I'm gonna annihilate with.
So, the assault, which is designed for combat. So, this has, specifically, it has, let's see, it has, so 4.9, so 3 remote turrets, 6 remote turrets, 2, 5, so 8, apparently 8 remote turrets, 5 manned turrets, 8 manned turrets, sorry, and it can hold 4 missiles, can hold about what? About 5 size 4 missiles or more. So no, I think about 20 in total missiles. But keep in mind, this ship requires a crew. The pilot does not control any weapons.
So, like, I would have to can you hire crew?
You have to be players.
Oh, they have to be players?
Yes, in the future they are talking about bringing in where you can have like an AI crew. That may be something that happens in the future. They've been talking about. The fun part is, on these turrets, some of them have 4 guns on a single turret. So imagine the firepower on that. And it has a shit ton of cars.
So basically, if I'm flying though, I'm gonna have to stop flying, get into a gun turret to fight people.
Yes, that's if you don't have a crew. So if you're gonna, this is a heavy assault vehicle. So this is one that you would take to mainly to like let's say you wanted to go to a place like Jump Town. This is the type of vehicle you would take there because it has a lot of turrets on the bottom as well, so it can rain hellfire below. The thing about this is an assault ship. it's meant to. It's heavily armored and heavily armed. It's meant to transport infantry or armored vehicles. So it can move all that stuff, but it is armed to the teeth. But it does need to be crewed. So it says maximum 6 people. So we've got. So technically we need 6 people to run this ship. Let's see, so if I take off let's see what other ships are. Max crew, no, that's a bit right. But yeah, the price for some of the ships are astronomical.
What's up, Killboat?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're talking in chat. There is something really funny, but also terrifying at the same time. Can you guess what that is?
Say that again?
I said there's a ship that's kind of funny that exists, but is also fucking terrifying.
What is it?
Have you ever watched Avatar?
No.
So you never watched like the one where they go to another planet with the blue people?
Nope.
Okay. This be a bit harder to play. Okay.
What about Star Wars or
Star Wars? How would I explain this in Star Wars? I know. Imagine a dreadnought with bomber capabilities.
not?
So imagine a large vessel that say is technically a large gun.
Like a Victory cruiser or a Imperial Star Destroyer?
Yes, but less armaments.
So then we're talking about maybe one of the like a Corvette.
I don't know. It's considered large, so let me do this quick. It's 308 foot long. The ship. It's classed as a heavy bomber / military transport. The description is the A2 gunship has been used to devastating effects in airborne assaults, search and rescue operations, and landing initiatives, with more than double the firepower of an M2 and a custom bomb bay capable of delivering a staggering payload. The A2 caters to anyone hauling massive amounts of cargo, potentially through potentially unfriendly skies. So you are aware of Moabs, correct?
Moabs?
Moabs.
Star Wars?
No, I'm talking about IRL. Moabs, mother of all bombs.
Oh, yeah.
This thing drops those. Essentially, imagine kind of like a small nuke. That's what they drop. They are terrifying.
Not too bad.
And of those bombs, they have 10 of those bombs on board. So essentially, it kills everything. It's literally designed to drop bombs, decimate everything in the landing zone, then unload troops.
Sounds fun.
Yes, the bombs are that powerful. Let's say you're inside a building, you're still gonna die. Not even a joke. They are terrifying. I have seen people use them to great effect, and to use those bombs, you only need one person in the ship. So the pilot drops the bombs. So as you can imagine, it can be a bit overpowered.
Just a tiny bit. That's good.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. It's one of those things. If anyone sees an A2 come in, everyone runs if they're on the ground. Everyone. Because if it drops a bomb and you're if you're anywhere near the blast radius, you get fucked. The fun part is too, in the game, did you know you can sneak on board someone's ship, activate a self-destruct mechanism, and then blow up their entire fucking ship, and it causes a huge detonation. That shit happens a lot at jump time. So yes, kamikaze is kind of a thing in this game. People will bring a large ship, activate the self-destruct, and then land it next to enemy combatant ships, and everything blows up.
NPC over
You've
here
also
trying to mess with me.
Who?
Now there was an NPC that just came in and tried to mess with my base.
Fair enough. Did you know there's something that's very dumb that you can buy in the game it serves no purpose except from being fancy.
That.
It's called an 890 jump. So imagine a this is gonna be stupid. A 672 foot long space yacht. That is literally what it is. It has a very good cargo bay, so it can be used as an overly expensive freighter. And I mean overly expensive. This shit in game costs so much money to buy. Let me check the in-game price. 890 jump, to buy it in-game, is 65 million credits. So it's one of those ships you buy just to flaunt that you're rich in the game. It's pretty much what you use for a dick measuring contest.
Interesting.
Yeah. People, but it is a double-edged sword. Some people get really jealous and then will do anything to blow the fucking thing up if they can't afford it. There is quite a bit of jealousy with some people, because a lot of people don't want to grind for money in this game. A lot of them want to do it the easy way. But some people grind like absolute bollocks to get every ship in the game. There was someone who I met made so much fucking money in game to the point he went. I was offering to teach someone how to play a game, and he went, "Do you need a ship to teach him?" So he casually decided to send me 20 million credits to buy a ship. But you know, sent me birds. So some people make way too much fucking money. And the thing is, it's the way that people make money. It's a double-edged sword. So you can make millions of one run, but everyone knows about it. So there's a very good chance someone will try and board your ship as you're trying to leave the planet. They will attack the ship and try and board you. It happens 1 out of 10.
So, how hard is it, like, for example, if I had a ship, right? And I wanted to and so I'm flying around. Can someone just board my ship easily?
They would have to take out your engine. So, in the game, you can destroy. They would have to take out your engines, physically destroy your engines, so you'll be dead in the water, and then they'll be able to board your ship because you can't really go anywhere. They can force their way through into the ship.
Okay.
Like they'd have to completely immobilize it, which is quite hard to do when that other person is back. But also the thing you got to take into account for, the bigger a ship is, the more firepower you need to deal with it.
But I mean, like for example, I get like a carrier, correct? And then I go and I get you see me, and then you can't just literally just board my ship, right?
So you can't just casually get onto someone's ship. So they would have to immobilize your ship to even get a chance to get anything. They would have to destroy your engines such that you're dead in the water and give them time to destroy the airlock.
Now, would that be difficult for someone to do?
It can be, yes, because it's not easy to board a ship that's shooting back at you. Especially since, if you're using like a light carrier, like the Kraken, that ship is humongous. So you need a lot of firepower just to get through its shields.
Okay, so that's good.
It is quite balanced. So I had to buy a ship that cost me 4 million credits just so I could do bounties. Some of the ships I was coming against, my light fire could not penetrate shield because they were bigger vessels. I think it's balanced in a way. Yes, someone can buy a vessel. Let's say someone buys a fighter. That fighter can't do anything against you if it doesn't have big enough armors. So buying a ship with our money can be a double-edged sword. Because if you decided to buy, like, let's say, go like a ship package when someone buys the game, like tax. Look. Game package or so, my bad. So depending on what you buy as your game package will depend on the ship you start with. Make sense?
Yep.
So the starter ships aren't much special. They can specialize in certain things. So you can get some ships that have a more for combat, or you can get ones that are more set towards cargo. But they are only meant to get you started. They're not going to be overpowered or stupid, because if you want to get something overpowered, you're going to have to pay quite a good, decent chunk of change to get it. So there is a balance to the game.
So, if I wanted to get that one vehicle you were talking about, the carrier, or not the carrier, the other one, the heavy frigate or whatever it is.
What you mean, the ironclad?
Yeah.
So assault platform. That ship to buy is, for me, it's £400.
Holy shit. So,
Like I said, there's a balance to it. If you want to pay to win, it's going to cost you. So there is a balance.
I mean, that's a good thing, but crazy still at the same time.
That's the thing. It's like, the way they've done it is like, if you want to pay to win and not doing any work, you're going to fucking pay for it. Or you could just play the game, earn the money in game, and buy it, and not spend an extra penny. So, like I said, it has its balances. You can buy an overpowered ship that is going to fucking break your bank at times. Like £400 for a ship. Like, yeah, if you want to go and spend that money, that's up for fucking you. It's a dumb idea, but it's to the right.
Yeah.
So I've just switched my website to USD clip. Make it easier to find the prices that would be your currency. Luckily, there's that convenient fucking bar. Ironclad. So the Ironclad Assault standalone would be $558.
Holy shit.
That's for the Ironclad Assault. For the Ironclad Assault ILW, which ILW, I think it gives it some of the like extra stuff to it. I think like skins and shit. It's like 642. So in this game, yes, it may be paid to win in a certain way, but if you're paying that much to buy an overpowered ship, it's like, well, that's your own prerogative. There is a balance. Not everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Most people don't because it's expensive. So they've made it. You can support the game if you want. That's fine. But if you're too lazy to get them to actually grind for the money, we'll give you an option, but it's going to cost you.
So from like your perspective, how hard would it be to grind for a ship like that?
If you had multiple people working on that, trading, doing shit, it's not the hardest thing in the world. I make 200 on a single trade in the whole sea. That's with full cargo. So, and I make at least 4 or 5 runs. I say maybe 4 runs in an hour. So that's pretty much $1 million in an hour just from me going back and forth. So that's only $1 million credits. A ship that will big would probably cost in game probably around 50 to 60 million mark. So if I'm making $1 million an hour off a whole sea, that's going to take me 60 hours. But there is more lucrative ways to make money, where some people make millions off a single run. But you need protection. That's where having friends helps. So there's tons of ways to make money. A lot of things you can do solo. Some things you can, but it'll be difficult. It's like if you want to make absolute bank, you go to Jump Town. You're gonna have one hell of a fucking fight on your hands, but if you can take it and produce product and get away with it, you make a lot of money. So it's high risk, high reward. So
That's good though. I like that.
yes, yeah. So you can do safe things. So the safest things get you the least money. Obviously, it makes sense. You're not much risk, and not high reward. So yeah, there's a ship called a C2, which is a very large cargo vessel. If you fill a C2 full of refined materials from mining with a prospector or a mole from asteroids or foreign planet surface from nodes, if you fill it up, even with all different types of materials, once you fill it up, there's about 2 million credits inside that cargo hold. From filling up. So imagine, let's say you have a mole, which is a large mining vessel. You have 3 mining lasers, and it can hold a good amount of cargo. You can take that back to the space station, you can sell it as it is, or you can pay to get it refined and make more money. But you have different options. You have like high processing, low cost, but low yield. So you pay for speed, get low quality.
Yeah.
Or I usually go for medium, moderate everything. So it's a moderate speed, it's a moderate price, but I get moderate amount from the client. And it doesn't cost as much. Or you can go slow what's the word? Slow processing, and I mean it's like 24 hours. Uh, uh, Medium or high cost, and high output. So it all depends what you pick. Each one will cost different prices depending on what you pick.
Not bad.
Yeah. So with me, what I normally do is, if I really need money, and I mean I'm struggling for cash, I hire a prospect, which is a miner that only needs one person to run it. And you can make, if you're just selling the ore as is, you can make 30k per run or more, depending on what you bring back.
Okay.
Or I could refine it, pay the extra cost, and then get a cargo vessel and go sell it to one of the main planets in the stock market. So in their commercial district, or say business district, and then make more money that way. It takes longer, but also requires a bit more money.
Still not bad.
Yeah. There is a ship called a Reclaimer, I believe. It is designed to strip ships apart, take it all down, strip it all apart, and then once you strip all the valuable material from the surface, it essentially breaks it down into multiple chunks, which you then harvest. But it has an internal cargo capacity, so you need people down below turning those crates, say the material into crates, store into your cargo hold, so you can bring more on the vessel. There's all different stuff you can do. It all depends on what you're willing to do, how you're willing to do it, and how much time you're willing to do it. That's the thing. That's why it's never bothered me supporting this game, because a lot of people go, but there's not much to do, but because you're not looking for things to do. There's shit tons to do. You just got to look for it.
Hell, that's why I love this game. There's so much to do.
So if I go to, let me grab a ship. I will go to Laurelville and I'll share my screen and I'll show you all the ships I can buy from one place. So all the vehicles I can buy from one place. It is ridiculous. The amount of vehicles that are in this at this time is ludicrous to how much they would cost to create. Because everything is high quality. So everything's high quality, everything looks amazing. Doesn't look like absolute dog shit. So as you can imagine, the better something looks, the more it costs to make. Because the more resources that have to go in it. That is one of the bad things about making a high quality game. Because you need to put more money, time and effort. Because you need to buy the programming, the programming core. You need to then buy the engine to run it, make it even compatible. And then you need to spend the time and the money to create those renderings. But not only that, you can do the animation, its hitboxes, everything. It takes a lot of work to make a single ship. You don't underestimate how much work goes into these.
See, that's why I loved Empyrean. I was able to create my own ships and everything. That game was so much fun.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Because like here, yes, the ships are pre-built, but you can customize the ships. You can take components off and replace them. So let's say you wanted a missile type, you take off the old missiles and put new ones. If you wanted a different gun type, take off the old gun, put a new one on. If you wanted to upgrade your jump drive, get a new one. So even though the vehicles are pre-built, there is a lot of customizability. Around the sharing the screen. Share screen. Screen 1.
Well, I can't really look at it right now.
Oh, I know. Look, I want to go to lorry there. So, push it to most. Oh, there we go.
Get some cooked potatoes.
Oh my god, this reminded me of a fucking song. I can't remember the lyrics, but there's something about potatoes.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get all my people kind of working and
Yeah. I can imagine.
go with a spear with this.
So we can just key down. G.
I like it, Kilvo. Streaming on 2 platforms is easier than streaming on 1. I mean, my YouTube channel has been here for a while. It's just I haven't as much into it as I should have.
Yeah, he can stream on 2 platforms while speaking to a dumbass. I know what I am, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
And then well, there. Let's get a shield for that guy, just in case. Oh yeah, that's true. Ow. Fucker hit me. Finally got an influx of clay coming in. That's great. Now these assholes can start taking the clay and making shit. Question is, who's in charge of it? Making pottery. No tribesman, is it? Okay. Could put the Weaver. He's at 95. My guard is like the best at it at 100. Yeah, we'll do the Weaver. Go make all the stuff. He makes all the clothing, or all that. He can make some clay. Stuff for clay. Make him work for a living, right, Kilvo? Damn, time just flew by. Can't believe
it's amazing.
I've been only streaming for an hour, almost an hour and a half, and it's just like 5 o'clock's almost here, and I have to start making dinner.
Do you know what funny part is?
You're 38, and guess what, Kilvo? I turned 40 this year.
It's amazing how some people change their tune in this game when suddenly you lock onto them with a torpedo. I had say enemy contact show up on my radar. I immediately locked on with a torpedo and they just knocked out. He's like, yeah, I don't think they wanted to take a Tempest torpedo to the face.
But that sounds like so much fun.
Oh, trust me, these torpedoes I'm using hurts. The ship I'm in is classified as a bomber. It's designed to kill ships. Big ships. So I have 4 Tempest torpedoes, 4 Stalker 5 missiles, and 4 Ignite 2 missiles. So essentially I am a medium ship's worst nightmare, or capital ships.
Oh, this guy's getting some tin. He's getting everything good. Now I just gotta make sure. Getting a fish. So apparently I can catch piranha and put them in a piranha pool. But I first probably gonna need the room to do that.
Actually, lava.
Did I catch any? Oh, I caught. Wow. I got a shit ton of piranha already.
Nice.
Only problem is I don't have anywhere to put them. I gotta figure out. I think I may have built the pool. I just don't remember what box, because they were putting everything in all the boxes but the ones I assigned them to.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, that's been fun.
What the fuck?
Got
This
that.
is not what I expected to look at. It's too bad I can't take screenshots whilst playing this.
Oh yeah, this guy's making broth like a champ. Oh yeah, so come back down here. Oh shit, he's making. Okay, there it goes.
Oh yeah, let me know when you're ready to look at the stream, and I'll show you how ludicrously big some of the ships can get. Just I'm staring at them.
Let go.
What is this?
Man, so I plan on streaming this tonight. Probably till late. Once I get dinner done, I'll try and get back on. But my alarm just went off, so I'm going to end the stream here, but I'll be back streaming later on tonight. I know you'll probably be sleeping, Kilvo. And you'll probably be sleeping, Mustang, but...
Who knows? Who knows?
Right now, Lucky is playing with me. He's over here. His base is over here. Mustang said he'll probably get in at some point. Too bad you're a noob, Kilvo. And you don't have a PC and you can come play.
PC Master Race.
But yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Night, Kilvo. Have great nightmares. Keep the bed dry. Okay, well, hopefully I'll see you soon then. Oh yeah, so Kilvo, how's the quality on YouTube as it's streaming? Is it good? Better than Twitch? Good. Well, it matters, right? Alright, so I will see you guys in a little bit.